Kick it.
Hold on. I hadn't even gotten my coffee on. I hadn't even poured my coffee. I guess I'll do an episode without coffee. Shit. Wait, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Teacher's Lounge, the first, best, and only podcast pertaining to issues relevant to the Hamilton High School community. I, of course, am Howard, not my draws, Levis, your biology teacher, here with my buddies.
And that was because you drew something pretty offensive in Pictionary, and then you tried to take it back.
I'll tell you right now, it was
someone found your whole notebook.
No, what?
Not my draws.
Who found that?
Someone found your whole Pictionary notebook, Howard. You're in trouble.
Well, everybody knows when you play Pictionary, you bring your own pad and you put all your drawings in one, because then at the end of it, you have sort of a collection of all your work, and you can maybe put it in a gallery or something like that. So I do have a notebook that I always use for Pictionary. Somebody found that?
Yeah, you're denying it.
And I'll do it again. That's not mine. That isn't mine.
Those could go in a gallery.
That's
the
from
Far Side Gallery.
Yeah, the fart side gallery.
Okay, yeah, I have issues drawing people with proper proportions, okay? Yeah, I put little heads with huge...
bodies.
Yeah.
So you are trying
little
to draw
heads,
them
huge upper
regular.
bodies. Yes! Yes, I'm trying.
You're trying
but
your
it's
best,
hard.
and it's coming out like Gary Larson's Far Side every
Here's
time.
the thing. I know how to draw circles and rectangles. Those are the two shapes that I make. I can draw anything that is made up of those two shapes, okay? And that's just the way that I do things. And it's a bummer that you guys are putting me on blast on the podcast.
Well, you're
And
blasted.
you can answer this after we finish up with your Pictionary notebook, but this was also your defense after there was a man found murdered with some underwear near him.
Yeah? Near
These
him.
were not your draws.
They weren't
Well,
my
these
draws.
underwears had your fingerprints all over them.
Right, but why would my draws, as they say, be so close to this community? I mean,
That's what
I
the
wasn't
cops were
around.
asking.
I wasn't
Clear.
around.
Well, yeah.
If you're listening, go ahead and play this back. Bill did not speak for the first 3 minutes, and then decided to change the thing that draws meant.
But unfortunately,
What do you think he was doing for those 3 minutes, ladies and gentlemen?
I was thinking.
My name is Sam
unfortunate.
Weatherman, recent Soy Boy. That's right, the soy farm is thriving,
Soy
and I'm
boy.
eating nothing but Saytan today. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, Saytan, fake chicken.
So now, Saytan.
Saytan.
Not to be confused.
With Beelzebub.
yeah.
Beelzebub.
Or what I
Big
say when somebody's taking my picture.
Saytan. You always say tan when
Yeah,
they
I
Why
say
not
tan.
cheese?
Because I don't like cheese. I'm lactose intolerant.
Oh.
You like a big open mouth smile.
Yeah,
Tan.
because here's the thing. Even saying cheese, I'm so lactose intolerant
Take
that
a
if I
picture
say
of yourself.
cheese, I'll
If you're
fart.
listening at home right now,
Yes.
take a picture of yourself, a selfie or a mirror pic
Saying tan.
saying tan.
Send us your best Saytan photos, please.
Send us actually two
and do not
Satan
send
photos.
us Satan photos.
No.
Send us your Satan photos.
Okay.
Send us your Satan photos of you cooking meatless chicken.
Whatever
and then
Satan
send
means
us
to
you
you.
saying tan.
Yeah.
That's 3.
Little video clip.
Because I'm a soy boy.
We need 2 out of 3 for the Soy Boy. You can
That's
give us
right.
any 2 of the 3 Satan options.
Yeah, and because of this soy boy thing really taking off, I do have a calendar coming out this year, the 12 months of soy boys.
That's right.
So if you'd like to be in that calendar, again, submit your Satan.
But you say you have to be a vegetarian or
You have to
vegan?
look like a vegetarian.
Okay, so thin.
I don't know if you. Well, I don't know. Whatever a vegetarian looks like, we're going to be
You
deciding.
have to be
that.
like making a weird face at meat.
Well, a
like you're-
soyitarian, really.
Okay.
Yeah,
Asking if there's anything else on the menu.
that's right. You have to be returning something, and saying that this has product in it, animal, of course.
Animal product.
So, soy boys really love to return and make difficulty.
So, repeat what the calendar is. It's pictures of you doing those things. or
Well, it's
people
12
are
months of
submitting?
soy boys, so you can be submitting.
Pretty self-explanatory.
Right now, there is 12 placeholders of me, of course,
All right.
working in the field.
You'd
picking
love
the
to get
bean,
11 others.
Squeezing into a coffee. I would love to get 12 others. I don't want to be.
You
in
don't
this
want to be
thing.
in it? Oh,
Well, I
wow.
know what I look. I'm hideous. I don't want to be in this thing. But if there's no other options, it's going to be me.
Have you opened the submissions up for the students?
Not yet.
No?
This is the big announcement.
Okay. Oh, wow. You
So
heard it here
hopefully-
first, guys.
Yep.
So you yourself can be a soy boy.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah. And if you eat enough soy or participate in the soy lifestyle enough, you're a soy boy. Even if you're a girl.
Okay.
Wow.
So
Wow.
soy boys can be girls.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And you don't call them soy girls. You're still a soy boy. That's,
Soy boy.
Well, yeah, it doesn't roll off
Yeah,
the
soy
tongue.
girl sounds bad.
Yeah.
Not funny.
No.
Soy Boy is a lifestyle more than anything. It's
Yes,
not
exactly.
Well, I mean, you could be an Earl girl, which is a girl who drinks Earl Grey tea.
about. That's right.
Sans soy.
Sans soy.
Because if you put soy into a gray, you're a soy boy.
You're a soy boy.
Also, look
That's
out for
the
my
equation.
next comedy special. You might be a soy boy. No spoilers.
right.
You'll hear it later.
Pretty self-deprecating.
So
Yeah.
if you prefer food out of a pod, you might be a soy boy.
Bill's heard some of my act. That's
That
right.
was one of my favorite ones.
Yeah, so no more spoilers. No more spoilers, but there's a whole bunch more. It'll be a 15-minute special coming out
If
soon.
you
Okay.
spoil
Howard's
one.
also,
if you were-
Howard's also seen.
Spoil
We've
one
seen
more.
an early cut.
Yeah, and this one, honestly, I think you should cut it out because it's a different thing. But it's if you
We'll use one of the
are-
good ones.
Yeah, yeah. If
Don't
you
use a bad one.
are referring to yourself in Spanish, you might be a soy boy.
That's
Boy.
right. That's right. That one is wrong, but it's still funny.
Yes.
Is it wrong?
Well, it's just
that
not
one-
about the right soy.
Oh,
Right.
Oh,
Well,
well,
that was
I
not
mean-
the right one. Howard fucked that
Hey.
up. That one is, of course,
I don't know.
wrong.
Listen, I'll tell you this. I think you should broaden out the game of your special because I think
well-
it might be too hard.
Oh, it's too hard to come up with a
Not
soy
too hard.
specific.
I think it'd be too repetitive.
If you
That's the most important part of the joke right there, by the way.
you can figure it out after you say if
You
you.
get the lead in.
As long as you-
Yeah.
So if you are a product that's mostly subsidized by the U.S. government, you might be a soy boy.
If you're the
right.
product.
Yeah.
If you're the product.
That's right. Well, don't waste the whole special now. They got to pay for it. Here.
But
No, Howard, do one real one. Do one real one.
Okay.
And hit the if you.
If you
Yes, sir.
Nailed it.
get beat up by people who like cows, you might be a soy boy.
Okay,
Works
well,
for
that
me.
was the closer.
That
That one's
the
in the
closer.
shit.
Yeah, well,
Well,
With
it's
all the
around.
Yes.
with all the and
Spoiler
and-
alert.
well, that's how you know it's natural. He
Spoiler.
copied me verbatim
Yeah.
from a riff.
You were obviously out 20 minutes before the closer. You were out of.
There's a lot of hemming and hawing in that special.
No, well, the riffs is what makes you know that it's fresh.
Right.
You know.
Who else is here? Bill Cravy's here. I am coaching the basketball team. Things are going good. What else is happening?
With you?
Yeah.
You're running for the
Oh.
coach. Is that what it is?
That's
basketball.
right.
You're running for basketball coach. And
You
I'm
obviously
running
assassinated assistant coach Soleimani last
Yes,
week.
that's right. I assassinated assistant coach Soleimani. It had to be dealt with.
You're on the verge of pulling me into the race for basketball coach, even though I've never had any experience doing
Well,
it.
you're a billionaire. And you care and you can afford. You've been blanketing the town with ads.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to know what's going to happen in our next 4 episodes, go back a few seasons and listen to the Lunatic in the Lighthouse season. We're doing the same thing with different specifics.
Same
thing, but it's basketball instead of Lighthouse.
Yes.
You know where we're going, but we're doing it anyway.
The slobs will be happy that they can take their foot off the gas listening wise, and we are doing a storyline again, but with slightly new
New
specifics.
slobs need to know though.
Yeah, and it feels slightly heightened because we ourselves are possibly at war. The source material feels more heightened, and the
Election
stakes
year,
are
whatnot.
high.
It's
We're
an election
a
year.
year or two later, and things are a year or two worse.
Yes, exactly. So, of course, Howard has been blanketing the town with ads that he pays for with his family's money. And I have a question for you, Howard. Do you think it should just be because you have money, you get to run for basketball coach?
No,
Isn't that privilege?
I mean, you could say that it's privileged that I was able to jump into the race, but that doesn't mean that my ideas should be disqualified.
But no, you have never had a basketball bought for you by a private interest. Nike,
No, not once.
Spalding.
Never. Nobody's ever gifted me a basketball. Not ever.
Wilson,
Well,
Hakeem
that's why
Olajuwon.
you're fucking basketball rack looks like hell. Those balls are beat the fuck up. I got the nicest balls. And yes, I'm going to give Rawling a kickback if I get coach again. I'm going to be like, yes, you can supply the team. We will need balls. I mean, I don't understand what
But my balls are grassroots. I found everything, every dollar
right.
I've ever made.
You don't have those beautiful Rawlings basketballs like Bill does.
No. And by the way, I think it's interesting that Wilson refuses to endorse you.
Very interesting. You had to get a baseball brand to make your basketballs.
Yeah. So what? Listen, I have actual Gatorade. You have salt water. You just give people saline solution.
With natural flavoring. You squeeze a lemon in there. Ooh, baby.
It is. I've tasted it. I don't know if you noticed. I've infiltrated your campaign. I am.
Of course I've noticed,
You
Bill.
did not notice that was me.
I took pictures of you, Bill. There's tons of black and white photos of you breaking into my campaign offices.
You long lens ka-ching me.
I ka-ching, ka-ching. I
Long
ka-ching,
lens.
ka-ching you from the top of the grocery store, Bill.
Show me the photos.
Right here.
And play me the sound.
Ka-ching, ka-ching.
That's
You
the
guys know
camera.
what I'm talking about.
Classic camera
Person
sound.
going about their normal day, long lens, ka-ching.
Yes.
Black and white.
Yeah.
Oh, you got me. You didn't even. You got me at my daughter's recital.
I had no idea when you were going to break the law, Bill. I followed you for a full week.
Why do you
just
think
because I sat next to Big Paper, who supplies the thing we rip through at the beginning of the game.
Literally big paper. Yeah, the
how
wide paper.
How did you not
Big
get
wide paper.
suspicious?
Big white paper.
How did you not get suspicious of all these photos? In these, someone is always doing something to notify. They're putting a flower in your pocket, putting a big hat on your head.
Say again.
They're marking as who to take the photo of. It's an obvious photo setup.
So wait.
Every time
you
somebody
don't
came
even
up to you-
tell the photographer who I am. You're like, I'm gonna put a big hat on him.
Yes.
Is that why I got that awesome big huge hat?
Yeah, I send somebody
So
up to play
somebody-
a street game with you every single time I need to take a picture. So when you're doing 3-card monte, that's when the guy puts his hat on your hat, that's because he's showing the photographer that it's you.
Oh well, so I was wondering why I keep getting these big, huge jackets that mark me clearly.
Well, it's long lens, ka-ching, ka-ching.
You thought it was crazy that somebody
Classic.
walked up to you with a jacket that said, "This is the guy, Bill Cravey," on the back of it?
I thought it was like a new GQ thing.
Yeah.
You know? Like the style. What's that guy's name?
No, it's not. It's me, Bill. And I'll tell you this. I think this is a much more intriguing story than The Lunatic in the Lighthouse.
I think it's got
I'm
better
I'm
legs.
enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it.
I think it's got better legs than But slobs, feel free to compare and contrast. Let's
yeah.
get side by sides of the storylines and see where they break off and where they are similar.
Well, this is very dramatic. This is, I mean, it's the new Watergate for sure.
Absolutely.
It's with these ka-ching of you, it's the
Kachingagate is what they're calling it.
Ka-ching-a-gate.
Yeah.
Ka-ching, ka-ching, long lens. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. Mundane
You're adding a
activity.
little bit
Yeah,
more
you know,
of a
someone
metallic
takes a
sound.
picture and it sounds like someone enters an old business.
Yeah. I was going to say.
Or opens a cash register all the time.
Yeah. I think, we don't need to talk about this anymore.
No.
Lots happened for you this week, Todd.
Todd Padre, theater teacher, director, writer, feminist. Big week for me, obviously. Well, it's been a tough month. I got snubbed at the Oscars, snubbed at the SAG Awards. I swept the Razzies yet again. So
Every category.
every category.
And you also were paid.
I was the janitor at the
Yeah, I was
Razzies.
gonna
I
say.
swept the Razzies.
Let's not forget.
And I'll tell you, there's nothing more humiliating than sweeping your own failure awards.
Right.
Seeing your own films up on the screen as people are booing and throwing
Well, and there were
stuff.
people there to heckle you about your sweeping as well. You got the Razzie for sweeping.
I got the Razzie for sweeping.
And
They
I heard you
created
were-
the award during
Or the Janny? What do they call it?
the Janny.
You got both.
You awarded, you got the Janny.
I got the Janny. Well, I got a
Oh,
Lifetime
dirtiest-
Achievement Award, or a Lifetime Non-Achievement Award at the
Wow, dirtiest mop bucket.
Jannies. Dirtiest mop bucket.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's
Dirty-
interesting. And I'll say it's interesting, though, Todd. You can dispute this. I know you're going to, but they did say that they included previous work at Burger King
Incorrect.
on the dirtiest mop bucket.
Sounds like
That's
a dispute.
incorrect.
Yeah, Big dispute.
Okay.
Well, how did
Just
you both?
quick dispute.
How did you win both dirtiest mop bucket and least square footage mopped in career?
Right.
In Korea.
Yeah, you somehow only mopped. You mopped what was smaller than the head of the mop, which means you would just like dip it on top of the paper.
You're saying
hair.
had the bucket get so dirty if I'm mopping such a small amount of space?
That's exactly what I'm asking, Todd.
Oh, with
And
the
we
tiny
know
bit.
the answer is you washed your hair in it.
Once, one time.
You had a clean bucket.
Well, I've seen you washing your hair, dipping upside down, doing a headstand, sticking your head in that squeeze
Impressive.
part, and just squeezing your head in there to clean it out.
Yeah, it's a quick dry. It's if you need to wash your hair and don't have time to blow dry it and all that stuff, just
Well, the
squeeze it out in a mop
craziest thing
bucket.
is when he puts the big caution wet head sign on top of his head.
And yet somehow, by the way,
Pisa cabeza. Pisa cabeza.
Pisa
cabeza.
But you put up the signs, and this is a public service announcement for everybody. It does not make you free from litigation. An old lady slipped on my head and broke her hip, and now I'm in court.
Oh, I
But
heard about this
You're
documentary.
countersuing her for jumping on your head, right?
Yeah, I'm countersuing her for a head jump, and so it's going to be a long
I don't know.
trial.
This might be a too close to call here. They're calling this a too close to call because she definitely did a head jump.
Well, the judge is bringing in a ref.
Yes.
Because the judge isn't sure how to litigate, so they're looking to call it.
Well, I heard that Todd is going to try to stick his neck out at the very end to win.
A photo finish?
Yes.
Ka-ching, ka-ching. Long lens. Long lens.
Ka-ching, but a finish at the court. And I don't.
I don't even know what we're talking about anymore,
I don't
to be
know
honest.
either. I don't either. But you swept the Razzies. You swept the Jannys,
Swept the Jannys.
or you lost everything at the Jannys.
Well, I got the Lifetime Disachievement Award or Unachievement Award at the Jannys, then lost everything else. Lost night.
Okay.
Lost cleanest floor. Lost least upsetting for children to be around.
Who won that?
What least upsetting for children to be around? Mustache.
Oh, Mustache.
Wow.
That famous
Mustaches.
janitor. He just goes by one name. Mustache. It's kind of like Madonna.
He's the Madonna, the Bono. He is a rock star.
Yeah.
He played the Jannys.
Oh, Mustache.
He
Wow.
played the Jannys.
Well, and by
Jannys.
played, we of course mean cleaned.
Yeah.
He came out in that tiny Zamboni that does big floors.
The wax
big
buffer.
lunchrooms. Yeah.
A wax and
It's
buffer, yeah.
almost like.
Wait,
go
is
ahead.
that a tiny Zamboni? I always thought it was a waxer.
No, it's tiny Zamboni.
Oh,
It's tiny Zamboni. It's Zambonis that came off the end of the line wrong. I see. So
And
like
he gets them cheap,
Yeah,
and he
gets
rides them around. And the crazy thing with mustache is, he's a lot like Sia. His mustache covers his whole face, so no one knows what he looks like.
that's gorgeous. And it starts up around his
It's
forehead.
stuff around his forehead.
His forehead, you can
Yes.
see a little ring of his forehead,
It's over
and then
forehead.
just below the hairline, the mustache begins. And
Yeah.
it
Have you
ends past
guys
chin.
ever accidentally called that bangs to his face?
Oh,
Oh, no, you
Yeah.
didn't know that?
No.
we were tipped off.
I said, like your bangs. And he beat my ass.
Oh,
Yes.
no.
yes. Yeah. I got killed. No, I mean,
I
like,
heard he swept you up into a dustpan and dumped you in the trash.
Yeah. My
Wow.
biggest fear getting stuck in a trash can. And,
Wow.
and it happened. I was in there for a long time.
yeah, he puts you into one of those trash cans that's open only,
Yeah.
outside open only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sucked.
Those are tough.
It sucked.
Damn.
Well, not as much as the vacuum that sucked you up out of the trash can.
Boy, yeah, that was tough.
It definitely sucked more.
That was tough.
It was weird that they couldn't just use hands or a claw or some sort of lifting. They had to vacuum you out.
Yeah. A lot of people, they said, don't want to touch him.
Well, and they had to use one of those sort of warehouse vacuums to
Wet
like
back, shop
suck
back.
up,
Yeah,
shop
big
back.
shop
I was
back.
thinking
Shop back.
bigger, like a packing peanut.
You know,
Tight.
the thing that looks like a big elephant.
Yeah.
Elephant trunk that dumps.
Right.
Yeah,
it
they
sucks
sucked
them
you
up.
out, and you went
Yeah.
straight up into the roof like
It
a
was
Home
like,
Depot thing.
and like the kid from Wonka, Augustus Gloop, looked just like him going up the chute.
Well, yeah, that's a bummer. You should have never said nice bangs.
That's a
No,
huge
I
bummer.
know.
The last
Now
time
I know.
I said, when I first met him, I said, hey, mustache, nice bangs. And I actually got diluted into a bottle of Lysol and then split up between multiple spray bottles to make it go further.
Wow. That
Make
explains
the
a lot
Lysol
about you.
last longer.
That explains a lot about
Yes,
you.
I
Well, there
was
was that time
deluded.
when you were really lemony and clean.
Yes, I was so clean.
And everybody, while that same time, everybody was saying, I thought I just saw you at the grocery store 2 minutes ago, but you're also here.
Did I also see you
Yes.
at the auto mall
Yeah.
today on the floor of the auto
Yes,
shop?
People
I
saw
was,
you everywhere.
and they were right. I was split up all around town.
Everywhere,
I was
mustache
been diluted.
janitors.
Did I just see you where my dog pee-peed?
Yes. Yeah, you did. You did.
Well, I think we're kind of burying the lead here. We're going into the new year, and we kind of, as a group, decided we're going to get on the dating apps.
Yes,
and so we've been on the apps the past week.
This is the big news.
And that's the big news. We all got, I don't know if we got on the same app or different apps.
Well, I don't know. Which app did you get on, Todd?
Obviously, bagel meets coffee.
So is this for treats or dating?
What do you mean?
No,
If you have coffee, you want to get bagel. You swipe, you get a bagel. Okay, no. This is dating app.
If you have a cup of coffee and you want a bagel to go with it, you keep swiping until you find the bagel you want.
But
it's
metaphorical?
What's that?
It's metaphorical or it's literal?
I think I got bagel fished. Because I swiped and found a beautiful poppy seed.
Okay. Because you were telling us, you're like, I'm going to my coffee.
I didn't know you rolled like that,
seed.
Todd.
But where'd you
love
spend?
it.
And you said I'm meeting at this public park at a concrete picnic table.
Yeah, we were meeting at the concrete table. I came with my coffee, piping hot, and I don't know. I don't want to be rude.
Right.
I don't want to be rude.
Oh, no.
But I think I got two ends of a whole wheat.
No.
Of a whole wheat loaf.
You got a bagel.
Red?
No. Yeah, two ends of a loaf of whole wheat bagel.
Wow.
So someone had clearly baked a whole wheat loaf and cut off the ends. And we're like, this isn't even a bagel.
little
Little ovals? Like
Little-
just
Wow.
little ovals?
Little ovals,
You
yeah.
were bagel fish.
And I think that it said it was going to be slathered in cream cheese. I think that was Crisco.
No, oh my God.
wow.
Disgusting,
Huge
honestly.
difference.
Ends of a Crisco sandwich with the ends of a wheat loaf.
Yeah, and I don't think it was
That's no
lox. I
bagel.
think it was catfish. So I got bagel fish.
That is no bagel. That's
A big
definitely
chunky
Raw
white fish.
catfish?
The big chunky white fish.
I think so, but you don't want to be rude on the first date.
Well, you
That is
came in
insult
and
to
you're
injury.
You're
Oh, it's big insult.
that a bagel fish would put catfish on your bagel.
I know.
Yes.
Oh, I know.
Wow. Well, I'm sure a
well, you
bunch
came in with a big stung lip. You had a swole up lip, and we were like, "Look, is that a hickey?"
That's right. And then I said, yes.
Well, I thought it was one of those really
hickey.
sexy lip hickeys.
Lip Hickey, Jonathan Lip Hickey. Everybody knows Jonathan Lip Hickey.
Yeah. Human lip weighs 8 pounds.
Yes, we're not talking about Lip Nicky. Jonathan Lip Hickey. He's a famous man around town. Biggest top lip. Because he gets a hickey. His wife always gives him big top lip hickey.
Yeah, so I came in and you guys said, oh, look at Lip Hickey walking in. And I said, yes. I got a Lip Hickey from getting my lip sucked on by my date. But I'm coming clean now. I think I ate a end of a whole wheat with Crisco and a raw catfish on it.
Now, is this the only date you've been on? Or have you had other experiences?
Are you looking for mates? Like
Are you
human
looking for
mates?
love or something casual anyway? Because that seems casual.
What are you in the market for?
I think I'm looking for, at the end of the day, I'm looking for, I'm nearing the latter, I would say 3/4 of my life.
You think you're finished with 1/4?
That's right, yeah.
I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
I'll be honest, you're in this bad shape as old as you are and you're still alive, so maybe you're right.
If you're a quarter of the way through, you're planning to live to 250.
Well,
Or, sorry, 300.
With modern technology, I'm just hearing some
But
stuff.
Todd, they just built you a bunch of new hearts out of stem cells. It was the first thing, and you wore them all out in a week. You wore brand new hearts all out in a week.
When you've been sick for a while and you can't have coffee and all that. And then the first day back, you have the biggest pot of Joe you've ever had. Then you drink a pint of whiskey.
A lot of people said you got rid of those hearts too early, though. It's like you took out fresh batteries and threw them in the trash can.
No. I mean, those things, once you use them once, they're no good. So, yeah, I rolled through those hearts. And once you know they can make them for you, you blast.
So
I'm on Obamacare, and so the country's paying for it. That's all your taxes going into my new hearts.
What about you guys? Because we've all been on the apps. You guys have anything interesting?
Let's see.
I can tell you guys my experiences, which has been honestly pretty fun for me.
Because I know you had been talking about Hinge, which is like friends of friends,
Yeah, no, I didn't want to do any of the classic ones. It felt
Too
like
mainstream.
And it feels like it doesn't sort of speak to me in the way that coffee meets bagel speaks to Todd.
Coffee meets bagel.
So I actually got on one called Let's Save It. And
I've heard of this one.
yeah, it's a dating app specifically for guys who have tons of sex to find virgins, for them to be with.
I'm sorry.
Explain it again.
Okay, yeah,
One
more
more
time.
time with the
At least that's
the mission
That's
statement.
that's what I interpreted. I heard everybody on there's a virgin, so obviously they mean the women. So I, of course, am not a virgin anymore. So I got on there, and I'm looking for a pure woman.
Well, I think you subconsciously ended up on one where everyone was what you are, which is a virgin.
I don't know. I think I'm looking for somebody who can sort of just have the same values as me, and obviously like
Be a virgin.
No, okay.
I don't know. You always talk about values. You blame your virginity on your values.
Yeah.
But I've never seen you.
Being a loser is not a value.
Yeah, like
That's
you've
okay.
never
'Cause I've
upheld any type of societal.
The only two things
Value.
you value that I've seen are your lawn
Well,
and
it's
your
spotless.
cast iron.
Yeah.
Because I've seen you have a couple spritzers and say, I'll do anything.
We've
I don't-
obviously seen you fucked up off of spritzers and say you will do anything.
I'm valueless, is what I heard you yell.
Yeah, we went through when you got a taste of spritzer in Italy. I mean, you lost all values.
Well, those guys in Italy make those spritzers way too strong.
You lose your values when you drink a spritzer.
They were literally, hey, I hate to use the wordplay, but they were virgin spritzers.
No.
There's
Too many
no
bubbles?
alcohol in them.
Huh?
hate
Too
to
many
say
bubbles?
It's too much of a bite. You can't swallow it. It's too spicy.
Yeah, I did notice you spitting out in that Italian restaurant
Yeah.
we're in.
We found you behind the window at the red light district in Amsterdam. We lost you. We lost you in Italy.
I was
Yeah, you had
the
on
nap window.
a face full of lipstick behind the glass in the red light district.
I was relaxing.
Okay.
That's what it's
relaxing?
Yes, that's what those windows are
Hey,
for.
you did look relaxed.
You were crammed into a viewing booth.
Yeah, but those windows are for just the people who've been working a lot. They go in there and relax. That's what those ladies in there are
I heard
doing.
people wanted their quarters back. Everybody,
Yeah, everyone was hitting that little
Because it
button.
was also a peep show on the other side.
What?
You could see it for free out the window in the front.
Right.
But if you go inside, you get a little peep show. And yeah, people did ask for major refunds, but I was like, I don't care. I don't need this money. And I gave it back to them. So I don't care.
I see.
You know, I think the big thing, if we're all going into dating, I think a big thing is just admitting some stuff about yourself to yourself.
Right.
Admit you're a virgin, and it'll make your relationships a lot easier.
Have you seen what happens when you tell people you're a virgin, guys?
Other than the times we film your first dates, no.
Listen, I'm gonna turn the mic off really quick, and I'm
Okay, yeah, let's turn it
I'm gonna
off.
come clean with you guys.
Let's turn it off.
Private.
Okay.
Okay.
I am a virgin. I'm a virgin.
Uh-huh.
I'm a virgin, and it's tough for me because I feel like all the kids hear this podcast. The kids all hear this podcast, and then they're going to be like, "Oh, Mr. Levis is a virgin. I have more sex than Mr. Mr. Levis." You know?
Was that another secret that just came out?
Huh?
Was that another secret that just came out?
What?
Miss Levis?
Miss Levis.
No, that's not a secret about me.
Okay.
I just think, I just want you guys to know I am a virgin, but on the podcast from now on,
Okay.
I'm going to play
All
it big that I'm not a virgin.
Okay, we'll back you up.
Yeah, just
Hey, as
please
long as you
back
can
me
do
up.
it convincingly,
Yeah.
we're in.
Okay, all right.
Just do whatever you think. As soon as we're back on air, do whatever you think is the most convincing person who's had a lot of sex. Just lead with it, big, loud sentence, okay?
And recording live.
I dated a girl and put my dick in her pussy.
Wow.
Oh, God.
Wow. All right,
Can we remember
Howard.
to bleep that whole sentence?
Okay. I don't know.
I got Howard's back. He's a real man.
That was out of nowhere, but we buy it. We buy it.
We buy
really
it.
quickly.
Speaking-
I've been doing the app One for Me, One for You, which is a very good dating app. It's
Scorsese made that one, right?
yes. So one date is me at home. I make a meal for myself. You're there. You don't eat. I watch whatever I want. You say nothing. We have sex, and that's it. And then the next one is, and then we'll do One for Me.
So wait,
So the one...
And the One for Me is where I don't even see you. So it's one for you, one for me.
so
You
it's
see what I mean?
It's a date and then a night home, but by yourself. And not even a date. It's a date.
I have a feeling that most of the people on this are sociopaths.
Yeah. Are there other people? Have you matched with anybody?
It might
Bill?
just be a bunch of different bills.
It might just be you and Scorsese.
Well, so far, me.
Have you met
and-
anyone?
let's see who's on there. Who have I met?
You were telling me you were going to go out with someone named Marty recently.
Yes, me and Marty Score. We went on a date, and then it was so it was one for me, and then one for him. So Marty, okay. I'm dating Martin Scorsese. He makes me dress up like a mobster all the time and films me constantly. Go into the fish market.
He calls you a rat, doesn't he?
Yeah, he calls me a rat. He makes me put cocaine in fish husks, and he fucks me with a Tommy gun.
But also, you have to admit, he's also a genius.
He's a genius. One of the best directors of all time. You inarguably him and De Niro best cinema duo of all time.
I tell you what, we don't have enough geniuses out there who are obsessed with guns and men. It is so cool. I mean, it's like my favorite thing in the world, these geniuses. All of his movies the last 20 years. I mean, have you seen Gangs of New York? It's 3.5 hours of genius.
It's genius.
And it's people talking crazy. I mean, I love this guy. This is what we need more of. I mean, give this guy more money,
But
more
don't you
attention.
ever wonder, like, is he going to broaden out? Is he going to give us something else?
Look, as long as the characters
What do you want
get old,
from him?
I don't know, just like a second story.
Look,
just like a second one.
if your movie does not speak to 15-year-old boys and 42-year-old boys, you're not a genius.
Yes.
He's living the dream of every teenager in the world, okay?
Yeah.
Walking around on those big high-heeled shoes.
Oh, yeah.
Well, don't forget High Toad.
I don't.
He's got high heels.
High heels.
Just so everybody knows, this picture of Robert De Niro in big stack shoes, that was not for the filming. That was De Niro accidentally wore Scorsese's shoes.
So
one day.
is it worse Scorsese's high toes, high heels?
Yeah. So yeah, we're together.
Yes, and of course, me, Sammy Weaths. Of course, I'm on nottricked.com. So far, I've gone out on a lot of legitimate dates.
That's good.
And it's been really fun.
It's for people who
big.
keep getting tricked and they want just finally to not get tricked.
Finally, an honest dating site. So
Great.
you pay $100 up front per date, and then you have to take them to somewhere that's $3 signs or more on Yelp.
So
Wow.
behind a paywall.
Huh?
It's behind a paywall.
If you want to, yeah, sure.
Do you think the identity theft is related?
Mine?
Yeah.
No.
No, because I know
'cause
you're
I'm-
dealing with that now as well.
I know, but I respond to a lot of emails.
Oh.
You know? So it could be from any of them.
Right.
Could have been from Not a Trick.
And,
my
well, your
dating
email
website,
signature is your. It's
my
like
social, my thumbprint, and my birth certificate.
yeah, and then
wow.
sent from my iPhone.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah, but I really want everyone to know who I am. That's why.
Well, we should take a quick piss,
And by piss, we mean break to pee.
Yes.
and we'll be right back.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for sticking it out through the break. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
We missed you.
Thank you so much. You know, we don't say it enough. We do appreciate our listeners, and that you guys give us your time and you stick it around through those breaks.
Thank you, slobs. Thank you.
We're really excited. We got a guest in the lounge today. Honestly, it couldn't come at a better time. Obviously, sometimes tensions get a little high in the lounge. So it's great that we could have her here today. We'd like to welcome our guest, Miss Zig, who is the head of the Conflict Mediation Club here on campus. Mrs. Zig, sorry.
Oh, that's fine.
Thanks so much for being here. We appreciate it.
Hi, boys.
Hello.
Hi, Mrs. Zig.
Thanks
Hi,
so much
Mrs.
for
Zig.
having me. This is nice. What a setup.
I already feel calmer having you in here.
Yeah.
You have such a calm presence. That it's good that you run conflict mediation.
I do. And I have to say, I haven't seen any of you boys in the club, which is fine, which means you must not have had a lot of conflicts.
Oh, can adults go?
I mean, I think anyone can go, right?
Okay, so we
Well-
go. The Conflict Mediation Club is a club where students in the school help mediate conflict for any 2-3 parties. Can be
Well, conflict mediation, as you guys may or may not know, ended up, you all helped handle my divorce.
Which we were saying you need to get a lawyer, and you were like, I'm going to save a couple of pennies. Which you had a fourth grader.
I had a fourth grader, and in the end, it cost me a lot of pennies and alimony and stuff.
Well, he told you not to take the stand, and you did it anyway.
I took the stand in my own divorce. That's right.
Ms. Zig, did you saw him come in there and lay it all out, his case?
And that was a tricky one. But this is what I love. I love human emotions. And we always say in my conflict mediation course, there's no conflict we can't mediate.
Oh.
That's nice.
Because at the end of the day, we're all humans.
That's really nice.
I think that maybe sort of speaks to the issue that sometimes I see coming out of the conflict mediation class.
Oh, he's got an issue.
No, it's just
so here comes some conflict.
Sometimes it seems like kids go in there to resolve a conflict, and I hate to say it because I don't want to say that you're not good at the job, but sometimes you sort of treat them with kid gloves, and those kids come out still in conflict or maybe in worse shape than when they went in there.
Now, can you restate that in an I statement?
Howard, you messed up.
I think sometimes the conflict mediation club causes more conflict than it does fix conflict.
Wow. So
Did
he
I do
went
that
from
I
passive
statement
aggressive to an actual sentence.
Now, listen to this. Watch and learn, fellas.
Okay.
I hear that you think that the conflict mediation class causes more conflict than it causes mediation sometimes. Did I understand you properly?
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
This pisses me off. I don't like to listen to my words spoke back to me. I'm sorry.
And why is that, do you think?
I don't know. You're pissing me off.
Okay.
Jesus, Sam pacing.
I'm sensing a little bit of anger. Is that an accurate description of
Yeah,
your
it
emotion?
is. Oh, you're sensing it. I told you I was angry.
Oh.
I told you I'm pissed.
Now, to see someone so connected to their emotions, it is just such a...
I'm not having emotions. I'm not having emotions.
Sam.
I'm not.
Now, Mrs. Zig, we are now in an inception of conflict mediation. This conflict mediation caused a new conflict.
I'm spinning a top over here, and I can't. It's not going away.
I am curious to see how you handle this now. This is a real test of your skills, and we are four very angry and combative men, so this will be very interesting.
Now, I understand that this is a very uncomfortable moment because we're 5 consenting adults who are sitting here in our feelings. And raise your hand if you're feeling uncomfortable right now. I know I am. Now, I can encourage us all to let's just take this in.
Okay.
And for as long as we possibly can, let's just try to sit here in the silence.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Are you going to have a rebuttal to he's trashing the Okay, I'm going to sit in silence.
Now,
I'm going to sit in silence.
I think it's going to be a little bit difficult, but let's just see what we can do.
Okay.
You're shaking. What's happening right now? What are you feeling?
I'm getting pissed off.
I've never taken a moment to simply sit, and I'm immediately crying.
We're having a
Bill
breakthrough.
started crying. Sam broke 5 pencils in a row.
God.
And a pen.
We're having a breakthrough. Do you see this? This is these tears that are rolling down your cheeks.
Fake. Fake.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
We've got a new conflict here.
I see that you're calling it fake, and I hear that. And fuck off.
This is
I
good.
hear that you're telling
Keep
me.
going. Keep
Did
going.
I do it?
I hear that you're telling me fuck and it makes me pissed.
Keep going. Take it further. Go deeper. Go deeper.
I see that you're pissed, and I am pissed now too, and I'm sad.
Now take each other's hands. Everyone hold hands. Take each other's hands.
This is the lady's fault.
Wait, Sam is turning red, but he is crying. Sam is crying also.
I love you, Sam.
I love you and me too.
I love me two and you.
Wow, they both they both
Gentlemen.
said they loved each other.
I think we have a mediation.
What?
they're taking a lot.
Wait, no, hold on.
Mrs.
No, whoa.
Boundaries.
Whoa, I'm putting up a boundary.
Huh.
Me too.
Okay, that was good. It almost went too far, and I'm glad we stopped it.
I'm impressed. You know, I honestly, I had a couple of kids come out, and maybe they were just like putting on a show when they came out. Like, I'm still mad, but if you can do that to these two guys, let me tell you, these two men are
don't
the
even know
most repressed men who've ever lived on the
Absolutely.
entire. Plus Todd.
No.
Plus Todd.
Todd pulled out a fan as if he was at church, and he's hearing the truth.
Yes, amen. These
No.
two men are. I mean, because you and me, Mrs. Zig, we're so in touch
Shut
with our
up.
feelings.
Shut up.
Able
No,
to
I can
communicate.
sense that about you.
Thank you. Yes, same.
You're feeding the beast.
You are what I like to call an inside out guy.
Oh.
So the inside,
And you're not describing what
The
I look
colostomy
like.
bag?
you're wearing your emotions
And your colostomy bag.
on your body.
Thank
Is what I'm saying.
Your
Thank
person.
you. I am. Well, I'm an actor by trade and by nature, and so that's where it comes from.
Well, that's your livelihood, to be able to access the deep recesses of the human experience. I mean, I think actors should be paid as much as the president.
Oh, absolutely.
Me too.
Absolutely.
Nothing.
Well, I want my
Nothing.
president to take $1 out of, just he's a billionaire. So I only took $1 out of principle.
Now, Mrs. Zig, what I find is people who are really good at fixing others sometimes have a lot of trouble fixing themselves.
Interesting.
What's going on in your personal life? Do you feel pretty happy with everything?
Ooh, 60 minutes.
Well, I have to say I feel seen.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of a messy divorce, so I said it. Okay?
Wow.
Oh, yeah, let
This
it
is
out.
a messy
So you
one.
feel seen by us because you can tell we've all been through a messy divorce.
I know every single person in this room has been through a very messy divorce.
Yes. Well, I wish, but yes.
Is that accurate?
In
Sam,
turmoil.
Sam,
not-
you've been through the emotions that are associated with a messy divorce, but not with a
Typically,
partner.
I'm going, I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe you're forcing me to move out. And they're saying we were never in a relationship. I don't really know you intimately.
You're my tenant.
That's right.
Well, yeah, because it's not just a marriage that can end in divorce. There are so many types of relationships.
That's right.
You know, sometimes you have to divorce your friends. Sometimes you have to divorce your pets.
Wow.
Well, that
I'm
wish-
sorry, Mrs. Zig, have you ever divorced a pet?
I had 3 Siamese cats. Beautiful.
And you split them
Beautiful
up.
Siamese cats. Well, I had to give them away because Sean, technically they were his cats when we got together, and so he's taken them.
He took them. I thought you gave
So-
them away as in to
So in the divorce from Sean, you also filled out divorce papers with each of the cats.
That's right.
Wow.
And this is Sean Combs,
Puff Daddy?
P. Diddy.
Wow.
Is
That's
this
right.
him? That's
Sean,
him.
yeah, Sean Combs.
Wow.
Thank you for being mature about it. Bill, you really put it out there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
She
but
was
when
trying to keep
somebody's
it under the
saying
radar.
Sean, the
And it's
audience,
Combs.
it's so clear it's P. Diddy.
It was pretty clear.
Oh, it's Sean Combs, though. It's
Combs.
spelled differently.
Oh, it's
Oh, like
It's
the-
not-
COLMES.
Yes,
COL.
it's not the famous rapper.
No.
But it's he does go by P. Diddy.
Well, he goes by Puff P Diddy and Puffy Daddy. Because
Daddy,
obviously that
P-
bee sting got him pretty puffy, and
Yes.
the father of 3 kittens.
and P-E-E, Diddy.
And he is the PE coach.
Yes.
Yes, that's
Now,
it.
here's what I'm wondering. You are so calm. You are so centered. How did you learn these skills of conflict negotiation? Did I say that
Conflict
wrong?
mediation,
Excuse
right?
me. How did you get that? Because I'm unhinged and I could never do this for anyone else.
The key is you have to hit rock bottom before you can come back up and be so centered. But
Okay.
I do 4 hours of yoga every morning.
4.
I take a morning swim every day. I walk down to the nearest body of water and I plunge into a freezing pool. Sometimes it's a puddle.
Yes. Your body is ravaged for the listeners.
I don't have there's-
Externally.
There's no fat on my body, if you notice. I have 0%
Okay, are we allowed to
body
say
fat.
that? Or am I allowed to make that observation? There is not any fat on your body.
Todd's been dying to say this ever since you walked in here, Mrs. Z.
Yes.
Well, you seem cold, you seem freezing.
Yeah.
You seem skeletal, which I relate to.
Yeah, because you went to the doctor and they said you have negative fat on your body.
I
Like
have
your
negative
body is in
fat.
fat deficit.
I'm in fat deficit. I am giving fat to the air in some sort of reverse fat osmosis.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, like all of our cholesterol went up from recording.
Yeah,
with
if you sit around me, yeah, you're going to get a little of my fat.
And Mrs.
But-
Zig, you said you do 4 hours of yoga and take a morning swim,
she
and you're
throws
still
herself
here.
into a freezing
Yeah, and you're
cold
still
body of
here
water.
at school before everybody else. 7:30 in the morning sometimes.
That's right.
How do you? What time do you wake up?
Well,
2 o'clock.
You have to have, if you're going to be centered, you have to have a morning ritual. But yeah, every day I go to bed at 4 p.m. I'll wake up normally for a snacks around 7.
Dinner.
Dinner
must
Yeah, it's what most
The
people call
snack
dinner.
for
So
Mrs.
you go to
Z.
sleep before you wake back up for dinner.
What is your usual 7 p.m. snack?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a vegan pasta.
Okay.
That's big. That's big.
That's like a real dinner.
Maybe steak and potatoes, something like that.
Oh no, I don't eat meat.
Yeah.
Oh, right,
No.
of course.
Except on my birthday.
Oh wow. Does your
Oh.
stomach handle that okay?
And you
I'm
really
great.
go to town. You are up there at the barbecue place going nuts.
I go straight into the barbecue around back where
Yeah.
the smoker is. They
Her
know
birth-
me back there. They
Her
know
birthday
me.
is Christmas. The place is closed. She rips it apart. Just.
Talk about getting the meat off the bone.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I including the head. Last year I consumed a 15-pound pig.
Oh my god.
Wow. That's a
Why-
small pig, but a big
It's
amount
Z.
of food.
Yeah.
Small pig, but a big dinner.
And you ate the head off the skull.
That's
What
right.
you're saying.
So
Like
why don't
corn
you
on
just
the
give
cob.
yourself a little? Well, you did put those two little things in the side of it and kind of rotate it around, eat it in rows. Why don't you just let yourself have a little bit of meat throughout the year?
Instead
Yeah,
of
this is what I'm
binging
talking
on your
about.
birthday, Christmas, why don't you just have a meat dinner once a month or so?
Well, you live like Christ. I get it.
Because
Instead
of
of
the
breaking into barbecue places
it's the
all across the
inflammation.
state.
I don't want the inflammation
Oh,
because
okay,
that's the
right.
source of disease.
I've heard
Okay.
that. I've heard that. I
Oh.
don't know if I buy it, but I've heard that.
You are so wise. I just after you fixed up that first conflict for me, I'm really seeing things in a new light.
It is crazy to me how you come in and we typically are just, as Sam said, flying off the handle, losing our minds, very aggressive, angry guys. You bring such a just low key energy.
I'm
It's
sorry,
like,
where's my French crawler?
what?
I put a French crawler up.
I-
You ate that.
Yeah.
No, one of you fucking
You always bring that-
Judases ate my French crawler.
Are there other
ahead.
kinds of crawlers?
I don't know, but mine is French.
Okay, Todd, I had a bite. I ate half of it. I'll admit it. I ate half of it.
Well.
Judas.
All right.
All right, let's talk it out, boys. Let's see.
We'll
How
talk
are we
this
feeling?
out. I feel like Howard is dead to me.
What?
And tonight, if you end up falling asleep, you're not going to wake up because I'm going to kill you.
Yeah, kill his ass. Kill his ass over the crawler.
Mrs. Zig, I'll
Are
be
we
honest,
doing
I
it
have
right,
no
Mrs.
idea how to
Zig?
respond.
Crawler killer.
Well, you're Howard.
Yes.
How are you feeling right now?
I feel scared. I feel like I believe him. which
Answer's
is,
wrong, Mr. Trebek. Crawler, kill his ass.
I feel like honestly, I feel like this is a more aggressive energy than I've ever received from Todd. So it feels like maybe it's hooked to some other thing that I've done or said recently that makes him this angry. It
No,
can't just
this is
be
it.
Wrong.
This is it. Wrong again. Well, Mrs. Zig, how does it feel to know who's right and who's wrong? There's no conflict to resolve. The man's dead in 5 hours.
I don't see right and wrong.
Or-
I only
Wow.
see gray.
Yeah, because am I wrong? I was hungry.
okay,
I
you're
was
talking about my skin again.
Now, let's be clear. We're not talking about a white crawler, are we? What are we really talking about here?
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, I did. I ate half of your snack. Okay, and I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was yours.
Well, yeah, maybe you can afford your own crawler. You keep getting promotions.
Go deeper than the snap. The
Getting all the promotions.
Tell me about the
I
promotions.
can't control.
This is
I
about
can't
Howard's
control.
multiple promotions.
I can't control that the principal sees me doing a good job and gives me more classes, gives me more.
He literally was about
responsibility.
to hand me a promotion and then saw you walk by and handed it to you.
Does Howard get everything he ever wants?
It seems like it, doesn't it,
And
Mrs.
how does that
Zig?
make you feel?
Like the world is a little bit wrong sometimes.
And when
don't
you were
feel?
a child, did you have an older sibling who got everything they wanted?
What?
Unearth it, Todd.
An older sibling that got everything they wanted? Yeah, I did actually. And then, well, he met an unfortunate end, and we never got to talk it out.
His
But yes,
dead
I
brother.
did.
And you're worried the same thing's going to happen to your best friend, Howard.
You're worried that I'm going to die and we're never going to be able to work through this conflict?
I don't have a best friend.
Todd,
I'm a lone wolf,
look me in the
Mrs.
eyes.
Zig.
Look me in the eyes, Todd.
Yes, sir.
We're friends, damn it. I love you, Todd.
Do you hear him?
I love you. And when I ate that cruller,
This is pissing me off.
when I ate that cruller, it wasn't because I wanted to take something from you. It's because I wanted to be able to share an experience with you later when I say, wasn't that cruller pretty good?
What's wrong with my friend's ugly face? Why is it wet?
Well, I think, I don't even remember why I was mad in the first place. Let's move on, Mrs. Zig. Let's move on.
What do you mean you don't remember? It's the cruller.
No, I gotta pee.
Todd, no.
was such a
Todd, confront this.
Mrs. Zig, can we move in with you?
This was such a beautiful moment. You got them to really connect with each other, and also maybe Todd admitted that he murdered his brother.
Yeah.
Hey,
A town mystery for years.
and that's what I do.
That's
Wow.
awesome. God, that's awesome.
God,
Do you ever use this like in your own life? Like what's your biggest conflict?
Well, as I mentioned, Sean's left and he's taken the Siameses.
Yeah.
So I'm in the middle of a horrible divorce. And I use my conflict mediation skills, not just in relationships that are important to me, but every day I go buy my morning latte. I'm using conflict mediation with the barista.
It's always a conflict.
Life is conflict.
What is the daily conflict with your barista that you're having over a latte?
I mean, sometimes the foam's just not right.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So let's say I'm
Too
the
much, too
barista.
little.
I'm the barista. I just handed you your latte.
I take a sip, I spit it out. I go, this foam, it's not enough. It's too much espresso to foam ratio. I throw the coffee on the ground
Big.
and I say, what have you done to me? Why would you do this to me? What about me is triggering you so that you purposefully sabotage my latte
And this is the same barista every day?
every day?
Are they getting closer to getting it right?
No.
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 Now-
I mean, I can't tell you how many times they've called the police on me and I've had to be
Oh my God.
escorted.
This happens to me everywhere I go. Yeah.
And isn't it the worst? I mean, people are just so trigger happy with the 911.
Exactly. It's like you run into one person's car, definitely your fault while you're driving and they're driving, and it's like boop, 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 911.
Yeah. And when that person's a cop, they'll call the police even faster.
It's insane. You ever had a gun pulled on you by the cop you hit while he was on foot? Unbelievable.
If they could
Litigious.
just slow down.
Yeah.
Slow
I just
down.
Need these conflict resolution things for other times I deal with the police.
Well, I want to talk about a conflict I have in my own life, and maybe you can help me.
I'd
And I don't
love
know if
to.
you guys have any in your lives, but I find that we're this teacher's lounge is a shared space. You know, everybody in here should be taking care of the space equally. But I find I'm always the one cleaning up my bed after I sleep in here. I'm the one washing all the sheets. You know, I'm the one, if I leave my dishes in the sink, they're in there the next day. And it's like, don't you think everybody should contribute to that cleanup?
You're a man child. Is that accurate? Does that sound accurate?
Well, I am a man, but I do look young. So,
elderly
yeah, I
man
do
child,
agree with you.
maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a man that looks young.
And this goes to, I'm actually working on a book, not to drop a bombshell.
No,
I'd love
that's-
to be in the film.
He's an actor.
I see.
If they're making a movie, I'd love to be in the film. But that's a big bombshell. Is this are we getting the exclusive on this?
Well, I haven't started it yet, but I'm in the phase where I'm marinating on it.
That's the most important phase.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to address this in the book. It's the burden of shared work.
Wow.
And I'll let you do the rest.
Okay. So maybe we'll talk this through.
No, I get
Burden
it.
of shared
I get
work.
it.
Right?
I think that happens a lot of times. For example, maybe the reason around campus that I'm getting these promotions is because the principal sees me as the only person who actually, I don't know, does his job. Actually is a good teacher.
Now this is pissing me off. This is definitely pissing me
but
off.
I do-
all the way to the moon and back.
But
I'll
say, how about this? I'll do an I statement. I'll do an I statement to address it. I sometimes feel like the other teachers at the school don't actually care about their jobs or about bettering the lives of students, and they care only about themselves.
Now, Mrs. Zig, are I statements all supposed to be I feel and then an accusation about somebody else?
That's exactly right.
They are. That is what they are.
Exactly what they are.
I'm getting
Okay,
it
well,
right.
in that case, I feel like I come in here every day with a new, better hairstyle, and no one ever says a thing. I go on these long weekend trips. I come back with more luxurious hair, and I comb it around, and nobody says a thing.
You feel unseen.
Unseen.
I'll tell you what, your hair is seen, Bill.
It looks.
We can
does
see
it look real and
looks-
new?
it looks like-
and it grows if
I'll
I
give
let
you,
it.
it either feels real or new, but I can't give you both, unfortunately.
Well, can you give me one?
Okay,
Just tell
it
me-
looks new. Okay, it looks
Thank you.
really new.
Thank
That's
you.
all you
Okay,
want?
so,
Welcome.
Bill,
Oh, we just
I
resolved
see
that.
your new hair.
And
Thank you.
that's
Todd
a
throwing
start.
up his hands like, what else is there to do?
Okay, good.
That's all
See,
you
that
wanted.
felt good.
Okay.
These I statements, I think, are good. It's getting us to sort of come back to ourselves a little bit.
And nobody congratulated me at all when I shot the best round of my life last weekend when we went golfing.
Well, Bill, that's because by anyone's standards, it was a horrible round.
It was a
of golf.
126.
Yeah.
On
shot-
4.
I shot a 126 on 4, which was a par 3 course. On 4 par 3.
And what was your handicap?
Well, I don't know, but I only ran over one person in the cart, and their handicap was severe afterwards.
You want a compliment for that?
I would like to get a compliment for shooting 126 on 4 consecutive par 3s and running over a man and severing his spinal cord. Can I get a thank you?
Bill,
Thank-
I saw you do all of that. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Mrs. Zig, what is your I statement of, we know you're going through this messy divorce, as you said. Do you have an I statement you'd like to share? You're working on this book, which I see that and would, again, love to be seen in the movie. Is there something that you're even how you're feeling around all of us? I maybe get you started. I feel like you guys have taught me a lot or anything like that. I feel like you guys have helped open my mind up a little bit.
Sure, no, I
whatever
understand.
yours is, but those are some options.
I taught you how to do I statements.
Yeah.
So I don't need the course.
Okay.
I feel that Bill has a deep-seated need for validation.
Great I statement.
True.
I feel that Howard has a fear of failure. I feel that Sam has a fear of vulnerability.
No.
Wow, those were
And
great.
I
Well,
feel-
we're at time, folks.
I feel that Todd
Huh?
has a fear of
I'm gonna stop you right there. I don't fear anything. So
a fear of success.
try again.
Well, I don't know, Todd.
How can I fear something I've never had?
That's
Wow.
a great question.
Now
Can you
that-
speak to
I-
that?
yeah.
How can he fear success if he's never even touched it a little?
How can you not fear success if you've had it?
All my hair just fell out.
Oh, give it to me.
Why do you need it?
No reason.
Bill cleaning up the hair like an addict who just dropped the last bit of cocaine. Rubbing it on his head like it's his gums.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that. I'll tell you one thing, Miss Zig, you got to write about me, and it's deep seed.
Go on. Go on.
You know what I mean.
No, go
Give
on.
me a 5. Somebody give me a 5. I'm hanging here.
Oh, Bill, that's gross.
Somebody give me a 5
You're
here.
being gross.
Come on. Deep
How's it
seed?
being gross, deep seed?
Unless you
Oh,
got
come on.
the seeds of hair that were planted in your head because it's
Well,
grass.
yes.
The deep seed, are you? I am, I'm a single woman and I am looking to maybe have a child on my own one day.
Really?
So if
Well-
after this anyone wanted to go,
Deep seed diving.
Hey.
So you're talking about
You're playing the
you're
field,
thinking
is
of all of us as potential sperm donors.
that's right.
Or actual partners. Which
No,
you said
not,
you were-
not partners. No, absolutely
was a
not.
So just
Fast no.
donors.
No, have you seen Sean? He is so hot.
That's
He
true.
is hot. Yeah,
Yes,
Sean
yes,
Combs, the PE teacher on campus.
Yes.
PEE Diddy. He is incredibly hot. I mean, 8-pack abs.
Isn't he going by Piss Diddy now?
He is going by Piss Diddy. It's P.E. His first name's Elliot Diddy. It's P.E. P.E. Elliot Diddy. That's it. I just had to explain that. You got it.
But yeah,
He's
so,
a handsome guy.
he's very handsome, so I don't take it as an insult that you're more attracted to him than any of us.
Yeah.
But I will take it as a compliment that you are interested in maybe having my child.
Maybe. I mean, listen. I never know what the future holds. I don't pretend to have all the answers. I don't know if Sean and I might get back together. Does he have a restraining order against me? Yes.
Wow.
It expires in 3 months? Yes.
You could get an expiration date on a restraining
That's
order.
right.
That's
Really?
And did you get the expiration date or did he?
I got it from I Have My Way.
Okay. So in 3 months, you're trying again.
That's right.
So it's a messy divorce mostly on your end.
well,
You're
I'm,
having trouble with
I'm
it.
screaming into a void.
Well, if there's only one of us trying to resolve, I could see how that could be really difficult. You're over here making I statements, and he's off in the Caymans with some new woman or something.
Well,
Just
careful
assuming
what
he is
you
in the Caymans.
insinuate there, because you don't want to see me mad.
Yes.
Well,
Well, I'd actually, maybe
Yeah.
I do.
I don't know if he blocked you on Instagram, but he is posting a lot of photos from the Caymans with another woman.
Is that right?
That's right,
Should
yeah.
we take a peek? Do
Here,
you
look
boys
on my
follow
gram.
him? Should we
Look
take
on
a
my
peek?
gram.
Yeah,
Here
we
he
all
is.
follow him. I mean, he's
Yeah,
so
here he
hot.
is.
We had to follow
Yeah,
him.
Here he
P.
is.
Diddy Combs? Absolutely.
Okay, here he is at the Caymans right here. What do you think?
That's that woman. She looks a lot like you.
Oh,
She looks
wow.
almost
So I
exactly
guess-
Now look
like
at
you.
that.
I guess he's
That,
not over you is one way you could take
You're
it.
clutching your cup of coffee right
I am going to.
There goes the foam over the top.
I stay-
Squeezed it.
now.
Okay.
She just shattered it.
And
Ow! Oh!
just throw it back and forth.
Oh! My! Ow! Ow!
And
Something popped.
she just hopped into a tiny cup of water and is doing laps back and forth.
I think my meniscus, my knee,
She squeezed her leg so hard that your knee popped.
Okay.
She's taking
Mrs.
laps.
Zig.
Now,
Excuse
Mrs.
Mrs.
Zig.
Well-
Now, this is the type of imperfection that I like.
Yeah.
We love to see
People lose it.
people come off of their high horse.
I will say, going
Love
back
to see it.
and looking at that photo again, that was not a woman that looked like you. That was just him with a manta ray. He was petting a manta ray.
I do look like a manta ray. I get it all the time.
You're beautiful.
It's
Yes.
my body shape.
You are a
When I
big
turn to the side, you
square
can
on the
barely
side.
see
Yeah,
me.
you are
But in
two-dimensional
the
when you turn sideways.
But in the front,
You're not so much curvy as you are triangular.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
as slim as I am wide.
That's right.
It's true.
Well, Mrs. Zig, thank you for popping your top here and popping Sam's top, choking his head off.
Yeah.
But we actually we're gonna. I feel that we have run out of time today.
Yeah.
But I appreciate your conflict mediation in here.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
Well, I feel grateful for the opportunity. I feel ashamed and embarrassed of my little episode, and I will be sending an invoice.
Oh.
Oh, for the
This pisses me off.
Well, we'll deal with that off mic. But again, Mrs. Zig, thanks so much for stopping in the lounge
Yes,
today.
thank
We
you.
liked it. We enjoyed talking to you. And everybody else out there, thanks for listening. Until
Yeah.
next time,
Stay flippy.
Class is out and the coffee's on. I got a couple things on my chest, but I got to get off. Cut me some slack and pour me a cup of that joy. Welcome to the Teacher's Lounge. Let's wrap it up and hit the road.
If you enjoyed the Teacher's Lounge, make sure to check out their bonus mini episodes available on Stitcher Premium. Just go to stitcherpremium.com/teacher and use promo code TEACHER for your first month free. Also, the guys would like to thank Casey Trela, who made the incredible theme song for the show. You can check out his music at Casey Trela, that's Trela, on Twitter. Finally, the Teacher's Lounge has a lot of great merch available. Just go to podswag.com/teacher and see for yourself. Thanks for listening.